Hi class, this is Dr. Dean checking in. I feel like it's been a while, so I wanted to provide a video update to bring us up to date as we are or have already entered Module 3. I've been in Indonesia for the past 10 days, so I apologize if my response rate has been somewhat slow or probably almost non-existent. Usually in Indonesia we have very good reception. This time I was in schools and so didn't have the internet very available to me, and then my hotel had problems. So as you can imagine, on the other side of the world, it made it a little difficult for me to get in contact with you guys. But I just went through and graded pretty much everything with Module 2, and everything is looking good for most of you. I would like for all of you to go back and check to see if you have grades, because everything should be graded up to Module 2. Module 3 stuff I've not graded yet because the module is not over. We still have a little time for Module 3. So in terms of what I observed in your observations, they were great. I love some of the people that you observed, the adults, someone in their 50s, and trips to the pumpkin patch, and I am certainly very, very intrigued by an observation where a teacher with ASD was observed. I think that that's great. So they were great, very detailed. You guys clearly identify the characteristics. So everybody did really well there. Again, though, I highly recommend as soon as possible that you all go back, check your grades to make sure that you have a grade submitted. If you do not have a grade submitted for an assignment, that means I do not have the assignment. Or it's possible I could have missed one or two, but let's touch base about that and see, because I have a few of you who did not submit the Show What You Knows, and the quiz, and I have someone who did not submit the observation. So please go back and do that. I'd like to give you this opportunity to get in touch with me, because if I don't hear from you, I will go ahead and have to enter 0 grades for those assignments that have not been submitted, because we are well into Module 3, so you've had even extra time to do that. So please check, please contact me. Couple of the observations, going back to them, another common theme with some of our adults is employment issues, a very unfortunate but common problem. And a few of you talked about how this affects self-esteem, and I think that raises a really good, valid point. While we've gotten better at delivering services for our kids with ASD pre-K through 12, I still think we fall short once they graduate. And so I do think we need a lot of work in adult services for folks with ASD. So this observation, allowed you to look at adults and kind of look at the lifespan. So they were really, really good. Okay, so that's really all I had to go over today. We meet in November, and let's just touch base on that date. I believe we are meeting November 27th, so at the end of November, for a face-to-face, which will be great. I'll send out an email soon to discuss how you guys want to spend that time. We can certainly go over what you're working on in that module, which we would be on November 27th, you'd be in the last module, and just finishing Module 4. So we could talk about some of the content in Module 4 or 5, or we can, because you guys are doing so well, I don't feel a need to cover something specific. So what I can do, and what I'm thinking about doing in an email, getting a vote on a specific topic, like maybe we can discuss differentiated instruction or visuals, where I can bring in some stuff so that you can have that that feel, that touch, and looking at it. And so I'll send out an email with some options, and I will appreciate all of your feedback on that to determine how we will spend that face-to-face class. I am looking forward to it because I do love the face-to-face classes, but hopefully this video helps you in some way feel like you're connecting with me, because I think that's always the challenge with online courses. I think students, especially students who are not used to taking online courses, it's very difficult to feel connected with the professor. And conversely, it's difficult for the professor to feel connected with the students. So although I do when I read your assignments, so I'm getting that feedback, and I know that it is challenging for online learning when students don't see the professor. So I hope videos like this help you. And it will be good to meet face-to-face. So look for an email about that heading your way soon, and continue the good work. Continue through Module 3. Your interview is due in Module 3, and that module will close November 5th. Today, I'm sure we are all home in this very dangerous torrential rain and weather that we're supposed to get. So be safe, be well, and I look forward to our next chat.